disconnected from the mainframe. We have reunited ourselves with the main forces of Cyberstan. We are back here to inform you of the current status of the galactic war as per usual. What happened to us, a question you may be wondering, is answered in that we were on a planet that was enslaved by Super Earth. On a recent attack, we were reunited with Cyberstan once again. Onto the front with ours first. We have lost Matar Bay recently. This has cut off our attack on Marfa around the same time. This attack was an attempt to divert enough forces from Matar Bay in order to prevent the fall and maybe even take Marfa. The enslavement of Matar Bay has also cut off the planet of Martail from outside reinforcements. As of time of recording, we have attacked Claro in an attempt for a generic territorial expansion and to further protect the Tanis sector primarily. But that has unfortunately failed. Aesir Pass is still firmly in our grasp, despite the supposed coordinated attacks between Helldivers. This is further in spite of their major order, which is now focused entirely on the Terminate front, aside from one attack from us that we are still in the planning know. Super Earth still holds Pandion 24, and they are attacking Gakrux as of time of recording. The Harkins in the Leo sector have begun a resurgence of their propaganda and fighting against Super Earth, after having gone into hiding around the same time we went missing. The planet is still under Super Earth control, and not as much of it as you may think at first, as the Harkins are fierce fighters, fighting for their own planet's liberation against Super Earth. The Harkins benefit us, unbeknownst to them, as they draw attention of the SEAF from the main front, but they are not as major enough of a threat to deploy Helldivers yet. While we were being reconnected and re-informed of the war so far, and while we were disconnected, several sub-factions, or smaller factions, have appeared in our absence. Notably, the Church of Orology, also known as the Cult of the Orb, was labeled as undemocratic, and the new Truth Enforcers, or not so secret police, of Super Earth are currently investigating the whereabouts of these so-called cultists, despite them remaining loyal to Super Earth. We have also heard of the Chaos Divers, a confusing bunch called both traitor and loyalist. disobeyed major orders, yet still fighting for Super Earth. Some members side with us, and others betray us. We cannot yet trust them, and so they are to be treated as any other lawless helldiver in our eyes, and that is to be executed. Onto the technology segment. We have begun testing a new unit, as well as fielding a revamped version of our old jet brigade from the old initial Automaton scouting party. This new unit will be quite noticeable. It will be quite the foe for Helldivers to face, if they are to be fully fielded on the front. Our old drone and blink designs were promising, but ended up not getting fielded. We will have to see with this new batch of prototypes if any will be promising enough to be fielded. We hear the Rocket Strider prototype is effective and doing well against the Helldivers. I am unfortunately unsure if the new Gatling tank has been fielded yet. However, it was promising, but did have a problem with overheating. So, it may still be in the experimentational phase before it is deemed worthy enough for the front lines. We have scavenged old Super Earth mechs, wheeled vehicles, bombers, and even jets that are unlike the Helldiver Eagle or Pelican variants of their own unique SEAF variants. We've not yet seen the SEAF units appear in large numbers like they were rumored to be previously. Instead, what we encounter are small amounts that we can crush mercilessly before the rest retreat like cowards. We do know Super Earth is still experimenting with chemical weapons. Our informants have told us it is something special, like what is already out there, but instead a new chemical variant. It is still in the early phases of experimentation to our knowledge, so it may take a while before the Ministry of Science deems it worthy enough by Helldivers to utilize on the front lines. On a more recent note, the ancient Helldiver armor and the Constitution rifle that was once used against our cyborg ancestors has been uncovered and will be given to all Helldivers, past, present, and future. This only shows us that they are running out of supplies to keep up their modern equipment production if they feel the need to use practically ancient equipment. On a different topic, the new DSS, presumably standing for Democratic or Democracy Space Station, is in orbit of Gallivare of the Talos system, presumably being worked on to not only be a hub for Super Earth ships, but also a weapon of mass destruction in some form or another, be it deployment of mass amounts of SEAF troops, which we doubt, or being a giant gun in the middle with the space station built around it, we do not yet know. We also hear the Terminids are mutating again, but we do not know for sure if this mutation is going to be permanent and on the front lines, or a temporary one that will be purged from the genetics before they reach the front lines. Like those flying stalkers some people thought existed, but ended up being devolved out of existence. On to the next section, bounties. Regarding them, we currently do not have any on the list, as anyone we had been keeping track of, we had lost all contact with. We do not know where the former ones on the list were or are due to our disconnection. If you would like to add some bounties, contact us using the communications link in the details of this broadcast below. Unite your connection with our server and be in contact for more information regarding future broadcasts. Speaking of which, I hear the Hawkins are trying to get some of their own broadcasts out there as well, be it in a more seemingly random frequency than our uploads. This is presumably due to them being much smaller and very much still at war. Thank you for listening in. We will see you next time on the Autocast. Take care.